Alright, and that's that.
That's not what I meant to do. Oh, that's a lot of redstone.
It's not that much.
Oh, is it just to make it so this command block starts when this command block do?
Alright.
Yes, it is. Bird.
Oh man, I thought I could change the color. That's fine. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on.
You can. It's just like use the symbol
No,
that you do.
yeah, I remember. Okay, so good. That works.
Oh, 1 second. Why did the lag happen? I'm walking around, but it's not letting me go into the menu. Oh god. I can see you walking too.
Yeah, you're probably bugging out.
Glitch. There we go. It's fixed now.
um, okay. That should be it.
It said cannot connect to server, so network features for this is unavailable, but I see you moving right now. Baboy. I feel like Minecraft just lied to me.
Okay, stop, hold on. Don't move.
Oh god, I glitched. I might need to restart my PlayStation, or I could just wait for this to play through, because I held down the PS button, and now my screen just froze. I can see Minecraft moving, but my PlayStation menu just froze.
Yeah, you're gonna have to restart, but.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm speaking and I'm waiting for it to go into rest mode.
Why would you do rest mode? You should do restart.
I mean, I've done rest mode before and it worked.
That was surprisingly quite simple. So. There he goes. So let's try and play through this as if we are a new person. New, quote unquote. I already know where everything is because I made this entire map, so let's create, so. Whoa, that's so spooky. The thingy closed on me. Oh no. Oh no, what am I gonna do? This thing shut me too. Oh. Which I need to... Oh, well, I guess it's already shut off. Well, whatever. Big Time General, welcome to the stream. If you're wondering about this developer stream, this is a Minecraft game in the makings. This is WANA, also known as We Are Not Alone. This is an original concept made by me and my best friend Christian, so that's really all there is to know about it. There's that little loop-de-loo, and there's this thing that, hey look, trust the corruption and you get to follow that, but and then there's the, okay, I need to make paths, like actual paths for that place. Allow me to catch you up on what we're actually doing here. This is the map design that we've got so far, by the way. It's just that and this. It's not much, but when you're in there, it seems like a lot. Okay. The WANA game for this is The Locked Away Tragedy. Basically a backstory game, like a prequel. And I'm gonna catch you up to speed onto the story of WANA. A lot of people seem to enjoy the story, so I'm gonna tell you it. And we have specific markers for like what is what, so pretty nifty. Right. So there are quite a few things that I need to explain is a part of the story before I actually tell the story. Logan Stern, Jay Stern, and Jackson Stern are all three brothers with a bloodline that is seemed to be cursed. And there are scientists and there's a cult. We'll get to the cult in a second when I tell the story. There's also the government, which plays a sort of a sort of big role, because they do create like the corrupted soldiers, the possessed scientists, purified, corrupted. Yeah, the possessed soldiers. They create possessed soldiers. They don't create them, but like we'll get to those in a second after I tell the story. Right. So, Logan Stern was an aspiring scientist who was approached by the government with a highly experimental sort of drug that is supposed to literally separate everything negative in your body from you. Diseases, negative thoughts. It's supposed to purify the human being. Logan seemingly jumped at the opportunity, but in all reality he was being forced to take this and try it out on himself. By the government, of course. Logan Stern and his team went through with the plan and everything worked successfully, except for one factor. The purified form of his new self left behind a husk of what used to be. And out of that husk came another entity. All of his corruption and hatred and everything negative, like they said. It did remove the corruption, and it did purify him. It killed him in the process, and left behind two new beings of mysterious origin. But the scientists know where they came from. The sort of serum that the government had made. Jay Stern was supposed to be there, but he wasn't. So, feeling sorry for himself about his brother's death and letting him go through with this on his own, Jay went after the black sludge that had poured out of Logan's husk, aka the corruption that came out of it. Because he knew that the purity might be the only way to save Logan. Sadly, the only thing that Jay did not account for is that when he did kill it, because he did, he figured out a way to stab it right in its heart, and he drove it through as hard as he could, killing the Beast. That is their nicknames, by the way. The Beast and the Anti-Beast. The purity thingy, and the corruption. Those things were called the Beast and the Anti-Beast. Yeah, that is sad. Jay, in killing the Beast, became the corrupted Beast. See, after driving his dagger into the Mother Beast's heart, the Mother Beast found itself a worthy host and took over Jay while he was killing it. Jackson Stern, the final brother of that bloodline, he basically felt sorry that Jay and Logan had pretty much been killed off. Except there was still one factor. Jackson knew there was a way to save them. He just didn't know how. Though it seemed like he had already tried to save them many times by his recall. And soon after he looked into this unknown factor of himself, he figured out he has the ability of deja vu, which sounds dumb, but foreseeing what is going to happen like future sight, except this is Minecraft's world, so I called it deja vu, meaning you did live through this, and that's why you're getting deja vu. But Jackson doesn't really know that. And Jackson is the character you play as, by the way. You play as Jackson. Meaning, when you play this game on its official release, you will be able to play as Jackson Stern. Hello, Green.
Hello.
I am currently in the middle of story time, retelling the tale of the locked away tragedy. One second then. Now, Jackson reached out and tried to figure out any possible way to save Logan and Jay. He knew there was a way, he just didn't know how. So, the scientists that had originally made Logan and Jay by Green, they were going up against someone or something known as the Cult of Beasts. Jackson decided to help the scientists in trying to beat the Cult of the Beasts because he knew that the scientists might be his best chance. Because a cult is just a cult. It's just some people who have fallen under influence. The scientists, the whole team, took in Jackson and studied his blood and seen that there was something in common with both Logan and Jay with their new bodies. See, they had managed to scrape off a tiny bit from each beast. That wasn't good timing. Okay, Minecraft, you could do way better with those scary noises. Right. They had figured out that, yes, Jackson was related to Jay and Logan, but he was also related to both of the beasts. He was the only thing capable of killing or luring the beasts. Yeah. I'm pretty witty when it comes to jokes, so sticking around is definitely going to give you a lot of humor. I'm also a good storyteller, if it wasn't obvious. The scientists had concocted relics. Basically, they found stuff that both of the beasts didn't seem to really like. And the government had provided the scientists with a powerful energy source known as holy energy. Holy energy was something new to the entire world. It was a sort of thing that they had pulled from the sky. Quite literally. They found a breach in the sky and they pulled energy out of the breach, which made it shut, but they gave it to the scientists to study and they charged what they called relics from the past. These relics were the only things that could harm the beast now. Now, on the other hand, the cult of the beasts had made something to counter said safe zones that were made with relics. Holy zones. Zones of worshipping. See, the beasts actually now relied on worshippers because they were their morale boosters. If they got injured in a fight and they didn't have someone else to absorb their life out of, they'd eventually die off. So, these cultists gave their lives to the beasts inside of holy zones. And the beasts grew to memorize that the cultists would come to holy zones in order to offer themselves to the injured beast. And moving on to relics, over here is just like the description, and that's basically where we have stopped the storyline for now, but that's only because we don't have the rest of the building made. Once we have the entire building made, we will most definitely add a lot more story to this thing. But there are actually a few relics that we have managed to make inside of this tiny hall here. This is the relic storage, as I like to call it. Now, on this side, the anti-beast, aka Logan, this is the stuff, these are the relics that he doesn't like. A camera lens, which was used by Jackson and his camera to film both of them still alive, back when they were still human. And these memories, they hate these memories. Both of the beasts. If you were to show each of the beasts the camera fully restored, which you can do, I'm just still trying to figure out how to do commands for that. If you were to show both the beasts the fully restored camera, they would both fear it, because it has video evidence of when they were alive and well. Now the dagger and the petrified corruption. This is basically their weapons. And I don't mean that in a like a anti-beast uses petrified corruption as its weapon. No. This is the thing that can hurt them. Petrified corruption against purity, it can harm that. And the dagger that drove itself, that was driven into the mother beast's heart, that too can kill the corrupted. So we have fear striking and the fear of God striking over here. Then we just have the skulls of said beast. This is the anti-beast and the beast, also known as purity and corruption. And this is camera film, one of the last ingredients of the camera, which when put into the camera, quote unquote, which is just going to be a jukebox, I think, you'll be able to play a cutscene that will allow you to play said cutscene. Like you'll get to move around in said cutscene and act it out. You'll get to go into detail of what happened to the beasts, which I think that's a pretty cool concept. I know Resident Evil did something like that, so I guess I'm kind of taking inspiration off of them. The government. It's the government. In this realm, all the rumors about, like... Okay, so let me catch you up again. In our previous games and maps that we've made, me and Christian have hinted at the government and his game and my game, which is this, of course, WANA, also known as WANA, or We Are Not Alone. The government has always been a sort of background figure in all of our maps and games. See, the government technically is what ties my games and Christian's games together. Because we plan on making these games into the same universe, but with a twist. It's just going to be references to each game. Now we get onto the descriptions of the enemies. I know this is like a gruesomely long task of like hearing out all this, but it's worth it, because once you hear all this and you are familiar with all of it... Hello, Oaks. Welcome to the stream. And I could tell you the story again, but I'd rather not, so if you want to rewind the stream a bit, actually, by maybe like 5 minutes, you'll hear a story, and you'll get to be somewhat entertained, I guess. Because I'm over here explaining on what each of these side characters and bosses are. By the way, redstone blocks are indications for bosses or mini-bosses. Iron is just side characters. Diamond is important to the storyline. And concrete, white concrete, is made for the cult. And this is made by scientists. So that's the indicator for scientists. That's the indicator of cults. Anyways, moving back on to these guys, the possessed scientists. These scientists were once actual scientists. They believed in what they knew was true. Yeah, gonna take a lot of commands. I already have a lot of them set up, and this is nowhere near done. Nowhere near done. We're still in the first phase. The planning. We're still in planning, my guy. And we already have the credits planned out, because you gotta think about what's gonna happen at the end before you start building, because if you do that, then you'll figure out what you want the before to be like. Anyways, these are possessed scientists, which I have yet to make with command blocks and whatnot. Possessed scientists are basically like, probably more, actually. Probably more command blocks than that, not gonna lie. 400 seems about closer to it, yeah. Nah, 400, maybe 5. Anyways, possessed scientists are basically scientists that were captured by the cult and tortured into being willing to die for the cult and the beasts. The possessed scientists were held hostage for so long they forgot what any other life was, so they gave themselves to the beasts and helped the cult come up with the holy zones that we talked about earlier. That's how they made that. Which, yes, also, this doesn't need to be that. These needs to be side fights. This is a side fight, that's a side fight, that's a side fight. Possessed soldiers are like mini boss fights, so we'll just... There we go. Now, onto the purified and the corrupted. Both of these are more or less taken over by the beast itself. These are random people randomly chosen by the beasts who were injected as like a backup body for the beast in case it did die. Purified if you can kill it before it runs away from you, because it's the backup body before it gets all of its buffs from the original beast dying. If you kill the purified or corrupted, the beasts lose one of their extra lives that they have. If you kill all of them, you have a chance at successfully killing off the beasts. Moving on to possessed soldiers. These things are like the possessed scientist. These things were captured by the government, or from the government. They were captured from the government after a raid trying to take down the entire cult. Little did they know, both of the beasts helped capture the possessed soldiers, and they did the same thing to the scientists what they did to the soldiers. And in doing that, they made holy knights, basically. Marley Vega, welcome back, also known as Green Coastal, I'm pretty sure. Let me check my comments, actually, because I can tell people by their profile. Yep. Welcome back, Green. Anyways, possessed soldiers are basically that. They're like the possessed scientists, but instead of like instead of making stuff for the cult, these things defend the cult with their lives, making them a mini boss fight because they have guns, heavy armor, and like they have knowledge on how to take you down as well. Yes, Green? The Corrupted Butcher is one of the easier boss fights. I say easy, even though this is a mid-tier boss fight. One of the lower-tier boss fights, it's what's your favorite candy? I don't actually know anymore, because I have tried to stay away from sweets for a long time because of my teeth. I don't know why, but every time I eat sugar, like I do brush, I make sure my teeth are good. But every time I eat sugar, it hurts my teeth. So I don't know. Although Twinkies have always had a pretty good spot with everyone, so including me when I was younger. Dog breed? I don't like dogs. Sorry to say it, I really don't. I don't like dogs. I'm more of a cat person, and I don't know any cat breeds, so all I know is that I do like cats. Cats are cool. They're cool cats. The Corrupted Butcher was once a regular chef, also brought in by the cult, but this time he went willingly after seeing what the cult could do and has done to grow exponentially. These Corrupted Butchers... Reptile? Turtle. I like turtles. The Corrupted Butchers, and I say butchers as many of them can spawn in one area, but they usually stick to one kitchen with only one chef. Corrupted Butchers are basically the equivalent of if you come... Okay, do you guys remember Doom Eternal, the Marauder? Imagine that guy in Minecraft, but without a shield. So he's really quick, trained on his feet to kick your ass if you're not a part of the cult. And he supplies the cult with food, meaning they can stay inside, like indoors, without having to go outside for a while, because this chef is well known and companies know that they need to supply him with food. So unknowingly, a bunch of companies are supplying a chef with food that the chef is supplying the cult with to survive and thrive. The scientists are still trying to tell everyone about these cults, but it's not working. What is your fave big cat? My cat. Fred's. He's somewhere around here. I don't know where he is, though. Fred's is a really chunky boy. Purified angels. Basically, like the Corrupted Butcher, these things, imagine a Vex, but on steroids and crack. And they're also really strong and have armor, which makes it really hard to kill them while they're really hard to hit. So that's going to be a tough boss fight. That's why I put these guys as like a really hard boss fight. Bombay cat. That's pretty cool. Now we're on to the elites. The elite corrupted and the elite purified are like the #1 soldiers for the beasts, picked out by the beasts, given almost as much power of the beasts, so that they can take on anyone who dare opposes the corrupted and purified. Basically, if you come across one of these guys, prepare yourself for an ass-kicking, or several ass-kickings. Because these guys don't show mercy to anyone who is not in the cult, and anyone who does not worship the cult, the beasts. Yeah?
When you get around to cleaning Donnie, there's a vegetable tray in there that he can have.
Alright. And our final thing for now is, hello Green, is the Scourge Pet. These things are basically Ravagers, because they are Ravagers. I've just yet to do command blocks for them, but basically they're slowed down a bit, but they hit even harder than they usually do. So if you encounter a Scourge Pet, which will probably be in like level 3, you're guaranteed to either die like once or twice when fighting one of those, so... Anyways, that's the entire storyline now caught up on the stream, meaning I can get back to building.
Can you invite me?
Yes. Possibly. If you say please.
Well, online, so it's gonna be easier.
Yeah, thanks. Language.
I said featherbucker.
Ah. Why are you so hard to find?
Say what?
Oh, Green Coastal over here is just being hard to find. Like, even while being online. Oh, there you are.
I'm questioning, like there's squares around everything.
There we go. Also, I need your opinion on what you think of our map that we've been working on.
Oh yeah? Oh, did I touch your butt? I'm sorry.
Mother-cat relationship, don't judge.
Yeah. She's helping me.
Anyways, Green, this is the map. Feel free to explore. I will watch you play, alright? Just feel free to play it like this is like a full release. If you get to a place that I can't access you, I will just teleport. What up? By the way, each of these things are open, you just gotta figure out which one takes you to the right way. What's up?
It's turkey though. It's heavy.
Green, I'm gonna just give you a hint. It's this way. Hey, Christian's online! It looks fun. It is fun. It mainly is more fun for me because I absolutely love building my ideas, and WANA has been an idea brewing in the back of mine and Christian's head for a long time. Ooh, she went this way. Okay. So, I'm assuming everyone in the stream remembers Logan and Jay Stern. Wait, what? No, hold on a minute. That's not... What? That's supposed to be there, though. What the heck? Okay. So, this, that. Okay. Christian!
Hey,
You would like to play?
And why is he still in office? Like Genshin Impact still downloading.
Wow.
It's 20 gigabytes.
Alright, well now you have all that supplies, and she's going backwards. Well, technically you have to, Green, because over here is not actually made yet.
Bro, I got a Lunchables.
Green, would you please not...
What's going on?
I am tired today, and Green wants to mess with me.
What world are y'all in?
Wanna?
Ooh. Don't mind all this sound coming from over here. I'm opening up the Lunchables. And I'm too lazy to actually open up the box.
Green, come here. You gotta look into the corruption. I'm telling you this now. If you look into corruption zones, you'll more than likely find something. There you go.
You're kidding, it's a single damn pizza?
Okay, well, hold on. Green, apparently there was nothing in there, so I'm gonna just give you what's supposed to be in there. This lever for the door you've been trying to get into. You know, the one that's right here. Bro, these dang Mexicans only gave me one pizza. Can you not place the lever?
We got
Just drop it to me.
Chub. Chub.
Yep. Alright.
Trump's a bit on the obese side, actually, when it comes to
There you go.
Like, I would be absolutely terrified
Alright, shh.
if he was in front of me and he
Christian. Would you mind, Green, if you read that out loud? Because I do want to read along with you. Okay, then. Not like I'm the creator of this game and wanted you to do a simple task.
Okay.
Green, you are heading the
Some of the
wrong
pretty cool like
way.
stuff. Pure protein. My Minecraft interface says so fresh, so clean.